Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Gettys Federal Savings and Loan and Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Back at it again. You've got The Local Show right here on 570 WSYR 106.9 FM. The dynamic duo of Tom and Steve. Steve, did you go back up to the Salmon River? They let you back?
Maybe. I'm going to try to get up there this week. So next week, my wife's going away with her friend. They're going to take a little trip. So
she's doing that because she's married to you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So bachelorhood creates opportunities.
It does.
Let's be honest. Okay. So
don't call me.
There will be a serious quantity of fishing next weekend.
Very good.
Without restrictions and without check-ins, I
still want you to tell me where you're going. I don't want to fish your body out of anything.
No, so Judy always says, Judy says, we're going to just find you by a stream somewhere. Right. That's what she says. But I'm gonna wander north, and if the salmon aren't cooperating, I might chase some walleyes.
Okay.
That
would be nice. Yeah, I'd like to try and do some walleye with you and get those. We'll go someplace semi-clean.
We got to get Matt back here, the awakening angler.
Yeah, the awakening angler.
I'm on his, do you know Matt? I'm on his page. He's a trip.
He is.
He just got a new boat and blah, blah, blah.
That's nice. Well, right now it's our pleasure to talk with Jim Deacons. He's the owner of Crossroads Auction. How are you, Jim?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you guys?
Good. And you're also an avid fisherman. Oh, I got a burning question.
When he says that, they're usually stupid. Go ahead.
Well, no, this isn't stupid.
Okay.
We've been talking a lot about salmon fishing because I've been playing at that venue there that called the Tailwater.
Tailwater, yeah.
So I go up there. We've been a lot of wedding receptions up there this season. So what's the difference between the salmon and the steelhead? I mean,
other than they're a different fish?
Well, they're a
whole different fish. Yeah, they're a whole different fish. So your salmon obviously come out of Ontario to go up into the tributaries to spawn and then pass away, die, whatever.
Right.
Your steelhead don't do that. Actually, your steelhead are following the salmon to eat the eggs.
Oh, okay.
They're coming up because they're feeding on all the salmon eggs and everything that's coming up in there. And steelhead go a lot later in the season. You can go December and catch.
Oh, no kidding! All right.
Yeah.
So people aren't steelhead fishing just yet.
They might, but really that's a later when the steelhead are coming in to chase the salmon.
Yeah,
because they're just as big. You can get 4-footers, right?
Well, they're not as heavy. They're not as heavy as a.
But a steelhead, Tom, is a rainbow trout
sure.
Yes.
that goes to the lake and comes back. So the same rainbow trout that I catch in 9 Mile, that's a bigger one, is 15, 16 inches. You go feed Lake Ontario food, it just gets bigger.
Is that fair? It just gets bigger.
Yeah,
right.
So it's a bigger
and it's
fish.
not going up in the river to die.
To die, it's just
spawn.
going up.
It's feeding.
Gotcha. It's feeding all the way up. And you use the same rig, those noodle rods and things?
Use a big rod, different kind of bait because they're actually biting. They're actually feeding.
Right, gotcha.
Yeah, the salmon, it's more like flossing. The thing is, it's in the mouth.
They're just kind of going through. They'll hit because they're aggravated at life, but they're not feeling, but the steelhead are actually feeding.
An unrelated question. You have a business, don't you?
I do have a business. We do.
Tell us about
talking about fishing just as well.
Sure.
So tell us about your business.
Oh, great things are happening at Crossroads. We, as you know, my son's coming on. He's getting ready to take over the business, and so there's a whole new way of thinking happening. We've changed over more to equipment, play toys, ATVs, four-wheelers, snowmobiles, tractors. We're focusing more on that, doing live sales with that. We've been doing that all summer. It's worked out phenomenal for the sellers and the buyers both.
When you talk about equipment, you mean construction equipment?
Yeah, compact tractors, discs, drags, more homeowner owner-friendly stuff, I guess, something that the average Joe would have.
Sure.
You bought a compact tractor, you want to upgrade it, you bring yours to us, we sell it for you. It seems to be more popular. People are getting a little nervous with Marketplace, Craigslist, people coming to your house.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You know, dealing with financing. That's why they pick Crossroads. We can be the front man to sell your product. We can get the financing done. We can sell it to the highest bidder instead of the lowest bidder that usually walks up your driveway. Right?
Right.
Yeah,
You put
sure.
something on Marketplace for whatever, 10 grand. A guy walks up your driveway and says, I'll give you 2 grand.
But would you do like a onesie twosie? Like I was just talking
For
about a
sure.
speaker system.
Yeah.
Would you do my speaker system?
We would, because it's all based on value. You know, auctions are created to make a competitive bidding, right? So if you have something that's desirable and a lot of people want it and it has a high value, that's what auctions are meant for. They're not meant to get rid of your junk. They're meant to take an item that's very desirable and create a feeding frenzy and sell it to the highest bidder. Why? Elvis Presley's collection, where'd it go? To an auction, right? Beatles, when they want to sell the collections, it goes to an auction because it's a high desirable item and they want to seek out the highest bidder out there for that item. So we're looking for items of value, desirability, things that, you know, you and Tom would fight over to get, right?
Yeah, right.
I don't know that we'd fight over anything unless you took my fishing pole.
Yeah, well, I always say there's no friends at an auction when a good item comes up, right?
Yeah, that's
we all bid against everybody. So
That's crazy.
Well, so that's what we've been doing, and it's worked really well. A lot of, like I said, a lot of people are kind of leaning away from Marketplace. You know, Craigslist selling to get nervous people coming to their home, so they're calling us up, say, I have a tractor, I have a four-wheeler, I have a side-by-side.
And it'll be sold. I mean, in reality, it won't linger. It's not going to hang out all winter or whatever.
It's quick and fast. I mean, you know, unless you drop it off in between our sales, we've been running pretty big equipment sales about every 6 weeks.
Okay.
We'll have a big equipment sale. So if you have a side-by-side, four-wheeler, lawnmower, anything of a decent value, you drop it off at the building, we photographed it, we protect it, we insure it, we clean it, we put it up to the highest bidder, sell it, we take care of all the financing.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So that way
Are your auctions on online or live or
So
both?
we do both.
Where's your location? Yeah.
So we're located right in Brewerton, County Route 37, in Brewerton / Central Square.
Right, just by the old trading yacht, which is now 43 North. Just go by that.
Yeah, big red and white building,
the
big
old
parking
Castaways
lot.
down by past the old
Yeah,
Castaways?
past that going north. If the trees weren't there, you could probably see it from 81, right?
You could.
Or can you?
You can see it from 81.
Okay, yeah.
You can see it from 81, and if you drove by, you've seen all the equipment, containers, all the stuff that we sell in there.
Right.
So that's where we're located. We do, most of my equipment sales are in person only. That's me being old school. I just like it that way. But we also do a lot of YouTube live auctions.
Okay.
Really unique way to purchase items. You can like us right on, go to YouTube, look up Crossroads Auction Service, and you can bid right from the comfort of your home, your boat, your camp, graduation party, anniversary, whatever, right off your phone. You'll see a live feed. You bid on it, you win the item, you come to our place.
If someone was new at going to an auction, what would be a tip you would give them?
Coming to our auction?
Yeah, if they're going to go to an auction, maybe they're not experienced going to auctions. What tip would you tell them?
Take advantage of the preview hours. If you look at our advertising, like I have an auction coming up, it would be, say, a Saturday auction. We do a preview on a Friday, and I say previews from noon to 6. Take advantage of, especially if you've never been at an auction. Come there on that preview time. Really look over your item. Have a conversation with me or one of my employees. How's this work? How do I get my number? You know, how do I bid? And the guys love that. We love explaining it to people how to bid, how to be a part of an auction. I always say the best thing to do is go to an auction that there's nothing you want in first. So you learn how it goes before there's an item that you do want.
That's great. That's great advice.
Date night with your wife or whatever, just grab it, come on out, sit out there, cup of coffee, watch how the game's played before you put your money on it.
What if she wants to buy something? Oh, anyway.
Well, you let her. We have a rule there, Tom. At an auction, if your wife wants it, you just let her buy it.
That's wonderful.
That's the rule.
That's Jim Deacons right there, owner of Crossroads Auction. And you can see them online at crossroadsauction.net. crossroadsauction.net. Learn the game and all that. Thank you so much.
Hey, appreciate it, guys.
Being here. All right.
Thank you.
Kicking off hour number 2 of the local show, we're going to have conversations with Jenny Grayton. She is the executive director of Boys and Girls Club of Syracuse. And Sev Ganella stops by, owner of Clean All. And then Mark Rawley, associate VP at Rawley & Sons. And Natasha Schmidt rounds us out. She is the co-owner of Rubberstone, New York. Stick around. Hour number 2 of the local show starts really soon.